What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Epic7 video today. And today, guys, I wanted to do this video of morale. And first of all, I'm going to go over why morale is really important, to have an excess amount of morale, even above what you guys would need to beat your normal raids. You know, probably nowadays you probably can use your daily entries. You guys get 7 compasses a week, and then you get the 1 extra from the guild. So free-to-play wise, you guys, without using any sky stones or leaves or anything like that, you guys can get a total of 4 entries into the labyrinth per week. And off of 4 entries, you guys are pretty much able, I would say, anywhere from 25 to 28 morale safely to clear all 5 bosses. So, but why it is important to actually have excess than 25 to 30 morale, you know, depending on what units you have, is because you're going to get more ancient coins. You're going to have more opportunity for more drops. You still can get level 67 accessories from beating elites and other monsters throughout the raid. So it is worth it to get as much morale and kill as many things and complete as much of the labyrinth you can every week. So with that being said, I wanted to go over a character specifically, which probably a lot of us use and have, that is a very viable DPS unit for all of the labyrinth bosses, which is going to be our girl Luna. As you guys see here, I am on a site called, it's called E7 Lab Team Optimizer from Bunnen something. I can't pronounce that, but I am going to leave the link to this site in the description below in the video, so that way you guys can punch in your other units. So basically how the site works, to go over this real fast, is you guys see these are the roster of heroes I've selected. Just kind of threw in a bunch of heroes that I thought would be semi-useful for raid, for the purpose of this video, to see different combinations of teams. So what you guys do here is you go through the entire hero roster here, and they even do have Sirmia added to the game. So every hero currently in the game is on their website, and you basically just keep adding heroes to the roster. And then once you put in all the heroes you want, if you want to focus on a specific unit, for instance, you would then lock that unit. So for instance, today's video, we're going to be focusing on Luna, since Luna is probably one of the best, if not the best overall, like, useful PvE DPS units in the game. Definitely like in the top 3 for sure. And I wanted to see how many different comps you could potentially create in the labyrinth to maximize her morale with the other heroes. So let's go over a couple of the top ones. We'll go through probably all the way through, I would say, about 34 is a good stopping point. I want to say one of my comps is I use 34 for some of the harder content. So we'll go over that, and then we'll go over a lot of the units that stand out that you see a lot here. So there are 341 teams here that you guys can potentially use, and those are going to be Luna, Righteous Thief, Rused, Diane, and Tywin is number 1. Then we have Rused, Diane, Commander Lorena, and Luna. Then we have Luna, Tywin, Diane, Commander Lorena Commander Lorena, Diane, Tywin, and Luna. So there you have the 3 teams. So obviously Commander Lorena is a very notable one. Tywin's a very notable one. Diane is a very notable one. She's in all 3 comps. So obviously Luna fits very well with Diane. She fits very well with Tywin. She fits very well with Rused as well. So a lot of you guys that did not strip your Lorenas, unfortunately I already restripped my Lorena because I needed to give it to Kisei. But that's a pretty good solid team. Obviously you don't really have healing here, so that could be kind of dicey by not having Diane to be able to use Rod or Celestine. Obviously, Rused is the only one that's going to get healing because his S3 only gives passive healing to himself. So what I have been using has been the first team, which has been Luna, Rused, Tywin, and Diane. And basically my comp is I can beat every boss pretty much except for Queen. I can even beat the Council. Granted, there is some RNG, and my Rused is not very well built. So probably if I would go through the Rused skill tree and actually plus 30 him, I probably would have a much higher success rate, and it wouldn't be so RNG. But basically, through that fight, I just need to survive the poisons, and since Diane has a cleanse, that does help a lot. I do not have a unit that does an all cleanse, though, so that is the only issue with that particular comp. But definitely, you guys can beat Devourer easily, you guys can beat Secretary easily, and I would even say Carcanus isn't too hard either. I would say the Council is probably the only hard one, and I do use a different team comp to take on the Queen as well. But Tywin is just so useful in this because he gives a damage pump for Luna, he gives a crit up, he gives combat readiness, and then he also has high defense increase. He has an armor break, he has an AoE, so he can get around stealth on Carcanis, and he also can use the Sword of Erza artifact, which is going to reduce 30% damage if you guys have that at level 30 against all of the bosses and the elite bosses. So he is so insanely useful. So if you guys have a Tywin, I would definitely use one of the comps with Tywin and Luna together. They're going to go very, very well. So then if we drop into the 49, we start seeing a little bit more variety here. So you guys see we do have Asaria, DN, Tywin, Luna. That's a pretty good comp as well to lower the cooldowns with Asaria. Gives you another armor breaker. You know, things like that are pretty good. Targeting as well. Or I'm sorry, not targeting, but I think evasion decrease is one of her abilities as well. We have a Katie's, DN, Rused, and Luna. That's a pretty darn good team because you have one dedicated healer. You have a support-ish Soul Weaver that also does cleansing and buffs, so you have 2 cleansers on the team. And then you have Rused for combat readiness, and then you have Luna, obviously, as the sole DPS there. The only thing that's not good here is you actually can't take on Carcanis with this team unless you plan to just Archie him to death. Because once he gets stealth mode, basically Luna's not going to be able to do any damage. So you could burst as much as you can with Luna, and then just keep doing Carcanis on, or not Carcanis, keep doing Archie until he eventually dies. Assuming you can survive once he gets his attack and speed buffs and all that craziness. Now keep in mind, these are for normal. What I'm going for is like the higher end morale. Because Hell mode, you're going to have to be very, very limited on your units. So then we go into Luna, Rused, DN, and Asaria. So I would say definitely for the same amount of morale, if you have the same amount of units, I would definitely go for the team, for the 5th team though, over that. This is actually a pretty good team. I actually did not know this had 39, which is Luna, Tywin, DN, and Achades. Unfortunately, my Achades is stripped right now, so that is a really good option. That may be actually a very, very good team to use just for overall, and maybe just say screw the other 2 morale that you would get with Rused, because, I mean, obviously these 3 units are top-tier units for PvE, and then Achades is still very, very awesome for PvE. I mean, she's not as good as Tamarine or Angelica, especially for raid, but she's still very, very good, and she's actually going to be insanely good for both the Queen and for the Council. So this may be just the flat-out team to go to. You're only getting 2 less morale, but overall, because my comp that I have to use to beat the Queen, for me particularly, I actually have to use Tamarine, Tywin, DN, and Luna, which I believe only gives you 34 morale, so that's a loss of 5 morale. So if I were to do that and then just sacrifice 2 morale on 2 of the entries, this may be the better team, at least to kill all the bosses first. So I may want to think of slowly getting gear for Achades down the road, but right now I'm really focused on PvP, so that probably won't happen anytime soon. Luna, Tywin, DN, Asaria, we kind of already talked about a similar comp to that. You have Luna, DN, Commander Lorena, Asaria. You have Luna, Rused, Tywin, Achades, another good comp there. You guys have Luna, Rused, Tywin, Asaria. You guys have Luna, Rused, Achades, Commander Lorena. And obviously, I'm not going to go over new units that we've already touched on. So as far as like how they're good for the raids and stuff like that. I would say, though, I think Hell Raid, if you have a really, really well-built Achades and Tywin, I think you could potentially even use this comp number 7 for Hell Raid. I think you could. Carcanis is going to be the one that's going to be iffy. I know for sure Devour you shouldn't have issues. But Carcanis will be iffy because he does AoE and he can silence you. He can stun you. So that could be the only thing. If Achades gets stunned or DN gets stunned and you can't cleanse, that's going to be the only issue. Tamarine gives you a lot more flexibility because of how fast she is and the fact that she does an AoE cleanse on her S3, then goes into a heal with combat readiness and attack boost. So like her S3, S2 combo is just so good for Carcanis. But I'm interested to see down the road once I can get some good gear on Achades again, if I can make that work. We'll have to see. If we have another unequip event, I may just swap all of Tamarine's or Angelica's gear to Achades and try that comp out and see if that works for you guys. Let's go into some of the other comps. So then we have Luna, Tywin, Lorena, Asaria, which we've already talked about. We have Luna, Tywin, Acades, Commander Lorena. We have Luna, Rusid, Dien, and Aether. So there's a 3-star option for you guys there. We have Luna, Rusid, Dien, and Assassin Cartuja. That's different. We have, alright, if you guys happen to have the luck and have Silverblade Aramithia, you have her, Dien, Rusid, and Luna, which I wouldn't recommend because there's not a dedicated healer there. I don't think Silverblade Aramithia is a better spot than Tywin. So you would get 4 more morale with Tywin. So I just think that's a better option for you guys. Then we go further down. We have Luna, Rusid, Silverblade, Dien. We have Luna, Tywin, Dien, Aether. We have Luna, Tywin, Dien, Fat Cat. We have Luna, Tywin, Silverblade. We have Luna, Dien, Acades, Asaria. That's a pretty good comp. Luna, Dien, Aether, Commander Lorena. We have Luna, Rusid, Tywin, Aether. We have Luna, Rusid, Tywin, Fat Cat. We have Luna, Rusid, Tywin, Aramithia. I don't know why it updates. And okay, so we're going to keep going down because I do want to get to the Tamarine builds too. Alright, so let's go down further. Alright, so 33. We have Luna, Tywin, Dien, BBK. We have Luna, Tywin, Dien, Jet. We have Luna, Tywin, Acades, and Asaria. We have Luna, Tywin, Aether, Commander Lorena. We have Luna, Tywin, Fat Cat, Commander Lorena. We have Luna, Tywin, Commander Lorena, Jet. We have Luna, Tywin, Commander Lorena, Silverblade Era. We have Luna, Acades, Lorena, and Asaria with 40. That's actually pretty darn good. Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Okay, so then we have... Oh, and by the way... Wait, no, it's not on this side. Okay. I don't know why it's... okay, this is... Okay, so this is showing... Okay, never mind. Alright, never mind. I'm good. Then we have Luna, Rusid, Tywin, Jet, Luna, Rusid, BBK, Commander Lorena. I'm trying to find some of the comp that I run. Whoa, here we go into the 50s. Okay. So 54. Alright, so 59 morale. You have Luna, Rusid, Commander Lorena, and Lidica. Interesting, but no healer at all. So if you can get through no healer, that's not a bad, because that's 2 3-stars. Only 2 natural 5-stars, and obviously Luna's one of the natural 5-stars that a lot of people probably have. That is pretty, wow, that is a lot of morale. 59 morale is insane. I may try that once we have an unequipped event again, and I may just want to keep my Lorena equipped with something decent permanently, because that is pretty insane, actually. 59 morale, wow, that's insane. Alright, and then this is the team I typically use down here, and this is kind of where we're probably going to cut it. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's... Okay, never mind. Not 50... Okay, I'm looking at the wrong number. This is team number 60. Oh, my God. Rip from my video. Okay. So, no. Luna... So, the... What was it? Luna, Tywin... Luna, Rusid, Commander Lorena, and Lidica only gives you 34 morale. Okay. We're in the morale. I was like, why are the numbers so skewed? I'm just like, oh, because we're getting down to the 60th team. Okay. But this is the team I use for harder content, which I can beat everything in all raids with this team, which is going to be Luna, Dien, Tywin, and Tamarine. Very, very awesome team. And my artifact on Tywin for the sword is only level 18. It's not even like super high level. So definitely if you guys have that artifact level 30, you'll have like no issue. So today, even in Hell Raid, I beat Carcanus and I beat 3 elites. And I still had all my party members left. So I was able to get quite a bit of drops from that. So I would say for Hell Raid, if you guys have like a team comp similar to this with good morale, this is a very good team comp to use for Hell Raid. Obviously, a lot of the normal boss raids, if you're pretty high up in the game, then a lot of these comps you guys can pretty much use whatever. So yeah, so 41 is the highest comp you can potentially get, it looks like. Yeah, because they do have it in ascending to descending order. So 41 morale is going to be the highest thing you can get for this. So which I use is the first one, Luna, Rusid, Tywin, and Dien for my normal stuff. I was like, man, I was going to get tilted so hard if there was actually a 60 morale comp. That was going to be crazy. But all right, I corrected myself in the video, so it's all good. I didn't give you guys misinformation. So that is what I use for my normal raid. So like I said, I can beat the 4... regular bosses, everyone but Queen with this team comp here. And like I said, if I were to build Rusid, maybe I could potentially beat the Queen. I'd have to see, but that would be pretty dicey. Just because I would have no immunity, and the only cleanse I would have would be Dien. and the only source of healing would be her artifacts, so that would be pretty difficult to probably get done. But maybe if my Tywin is like super built up to like over 20k HP, can tank a lot of the hits, and then if DN is still super fast and Rusid is super fast as well, I may be able to get those cleanse and Rusid's continuing healing up enough to survive. We'd have to see, excuse me, and test that one day. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be the video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Kind of went over what I expected, but I just wanted to go over kind of this awesome website where you can actually show all this different team comps you guys can do. So you guys can use this on all your teams. So you guys can use this for any character you guys want. Like I said, just lock that character, punch in all the potential units you guys have to use, and then see what the best combination of morale you guys can do. And then it will also tell you the two things to use as well. You guys will see here. So right here it shows you your score. This is the different team comps, the number wise of like the different combinations. And then obviously that's the team, and then that's the camp option of what you guys are supposed to select for the best morale. So anyway, guys, hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like down below, as well as subscribe to the channel for more Epic7 content. If you guys did enjoy, I really appreciate all the continued support as always. Hope you guys all enjoy your day, and I hope you guys to see and I hope to see you guys in the next Epic7 video. Peace out, guys.